All right. So now, because you have not gotten satisfaction, you've not gotten the interviews, the transcripts of the interviews, or to talk to them, you are now threatening to block every new presidential nominee, which is a member of the Senate. You can put a, quote, hold on them until you get access to these folks. Is that over the top?
I don't think it's over the top to find out what happened to 4 dead Americans. I don't think it's over the top for the Congress to be able to challenge the narrative of any administration when an ambassador is killed. I don't think it's over the top for us to be able to talk to the survivors. They were talked to by the Accountability Review Board. The State Department picked a team to look into what happened in Benghazi. They interviewed these survivors to tell us, as a member of Congress who has to explain to the families, are they being straight and honest with you from the Obama administration? It's not too over the top. I shouldn't have to do this. I shouldn't have to make these kind of threats. They should provide in a responsible way those who lived through Benghazi to be interviewed separate and apart from the Obama administration to find out exactly what happened before, during, and after. And I am so sad to say to the families, this is the anniversary of the election. A year later, the Congress really doesn't know anything about what happened in Benghazi from those who lived through it.
All right, fine. We are talking about someone like Jeh Johnson, who is the president's nominee to be the new Secretary of Homeland Security. Or, as you can see, Janet Yellen, the new chair of the Federal Reserve. Big jobs. Question, how long are you prepared to hold up their nominations and everyone else's, people who are going to be doing and need to do important work for the country?
The only way this will work is if my Republican colleagues get behind me and say to my Democratic friends in the Senate and the administration, we support Lindsey's request to be able to talk to the survivors independent of the administration, to look at the evidence, to find out exactly what happened in Benghazi before, during, and after. How did the Secretary of Defense know about a cable coming out of Benghazi in August from our ambassador to Washington State Department saying we can't defend this place against a coordinated al-Qaeda attack, and al-Qaeda flags are flying everywhere? How could the Secretary of Defense know that, not Secretary of State? So here's the way this will work. I'm hoping that they will relent and allow us to interview the survivors, appropriate congressional committees.
If they don't?
Well, then I will ask my Republican colleagues and Democratic colleagues, stand up to the Obama administration. Don't let them get away with this. Can you imagine if this was George W. Bush and he told the Congress after 9/11, you can't talk to anybody because there's a potential criminal investigation. We're not going to investigate how 9/11 became the failure that it was.
Okay, 60 Minutes ran a story last Sunday in which they talked to the British supervisor of local Libyan security around the consulate.